Welcome back to Lucifer's Asshole, also known as the sewers in Fragile Dreams.
It's still not much of a sewer. It's just underground and badly designed.
Yeah, lots of long hallways.
Because we all know hallways are the best game design.
Yeah, and Silent Hill.
Yeah, but in Silent Hill you could run away from things.
Mm-hmm. True.
I like how you got caught on the door frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotta love the Wii mote. And welcome. I like how they have a panning section for this area in the game.
So now it really is a sewer level.
Yes, it's like the developers knew that this is the most annoying area in the game, so they had to put a pan sequence over it.
This is so soothing.
No, it's not. It's a sewer level.
Oh, it's good to see you're down here, too.
You are my valued customer indeed.
I think he's a pedophile and he's just stalking Seto.
Well, we'll see what his true form this episode. It's not that surprising, to be honest.
He is some guy! Dun dun dun. Or a ghost.
So, he does sell a couple new things. I bought a golf club because why not?
I look forward to our next meeting.
What's not fun about hitting things with a golf club? After all, a slave obeys. Finally, a reference that somebody in the audience will get.
So, both this area has two this is a very large open room with these pillars, and there's some items on the sides here, so let's go get them. The enemies have spawned in the middle there, but let's not go after them or try to aggro them right now. Let's get these items instead. And another item?
And another item?
I have a feeling that we're going to be needing these, because we will be. The energy drinks are very good healing items, though, since they heal 250 health and they only take up one spot, which is nice.
So again, why would you ever need a med kit?
Yeah, the medkits take up quite a lot of space. The best healing item, we haven't seen it yet, but it actually takes up 4 slots.
It's Amazon!
Pretty close. And I guess this stick person is attacking this cloud.
Man.
Whatever.
I'm getting sleepy.
Let's see what we got, though.
Wow.
Ooh, a longbow. This is
And
going
now
to
you can hunt a Tigrix. Wait, no you can't.
I have a feeling this is going to be very useful for this area that we're going to be in for the next 10 minutes or so. Mainly because there are tons of enemies.
How many of them are ghosts?
Do sign spiders
not count as ghosts? Because I can see them from here.
I don't know. I was reading the walkthrough, and their actual name is apparently Firestarter, but I don't know how they got that name since there is no guide written for this game. You know, official guide. But I prefer the name Sign Spiders, so we'll call them that instead of Firestarters.
Maybe they just looked in the game files? Who knows?
I don't know. I doubt the game files were actually translated into English.
Probably not.
And this is going to be the rest of the game. Well, okay, rest of this area anyway.
I was gonna say, aren't you glad you started watching this Let's Play, folks?
I didn't really speed this up because I wanted to see you guys suffer. Typically I'm pretty lenient, but no, you have to sit through all of this shit.
At least once.
Yep. Actually, we have to backtrack through this area too. Spoilers.
What?
We have to backtrack through this area.
Oh boy.
Eventually. That's gonna be fun.
The best camera.
Yeah. There's so many of them, and the shots always home in.
I will say that now that this song has gone on for more than 5 seconds, I actually do like this song.
It's pretty nice. It's like a violinist is kind of having a seizure, kind of like when Seto plays with his flashlight a little bit too much. Oh, man. These enemies wouldn't be so bad, and this area wouldn't be so bad if...
They didn't spawn that far away.
Yes, that, and you didn't need to hit them, like, directly in the center of their body. Like, if it counted when you hit their legs, it would be alright. And then there's also these pillars in the room, which kind of have invisible walls kind of in a rectangular shape instead of where their actual walls are at. So sometimes Seto will mess up his aiming because his cursor will go over that instead of past the wall or whatever. It doesn't take curvature into effect, is what I'm trying to put into words. We'll see this a little bit later on when we backtrack, though, because it's very apparent there. Oh, I thought that was a jellyfish, but it was a sigh. Okay. Pretty close. She's a dolphin.
They both live in the ocean.
This place might as well be an ocean, considering how long it takes to get anywhere in this room.
You know, if Seto ever found a gun, this game would probably be much easier.
So anyways, on to finding more mystery items. For some reason, this part of this side has a slightly raised floor with a ladder. Which is right... No, where am I going? There we go. Right. Yeah, there we go.
Snakey... Wait. Never mind.
Because Seto can't climb anything just like normally. Can't put his hands on top of that ledge and just climb over it.
To be fair, he probably can't lift his own weight.
I don't know. I have to give him some props for that ladder. He was holding the flashlight in his mouth that entire time too. I probably would have dropped that thing after a minute or so. I do speed this up a little bit here because...
It's kind of redundant and annoying.
Yeah. I really wish Seto would learn how to attach a flashlight to his bow. Not that the flashlight we actually have is that useful.
You know, I'd think that would be okay with a rifle or an assault rifle, but with the bow, it just seems like it would throw off your aim.
Yeah, maybe. I was going to go back to the save point and see the items I got, but if I do that, the enemies respawn, so no. And even if these guys drop anything, you can't see the... Fireflies don't go in the water. You can't see where the items drop. You kind of just have to make a note of where the enemies die at and if they drop an item or not. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of because there's so many enemies in this area. And you have to dodge all these fireballs. Yeah, here, like that. I'm clearly hitting that guy, but... I have to go around the frickin' column.
You know, it's like you'd think that the columns are put here so you could use them for cover, but then the enemies just teleport away in your line of sight and then just shoot you anyway.
Yeah.
So...
Plus, they're actually pretty good at curving their bullets around pillars. Not all of them, but it does happen. They kind of throw it in a weird trajectory or whatever, if you want to think of it that way. That was stupid of me, but I thought I had enough time for the bow to finish its slow down effect on me after I shoot an arrow. Takes you a couple seconds to move after you do that. And I guess we're done here. That's pretty cool. Oh, fuck you. Finally, we can move on. That is all the enemies in this area.
Which we will be seeing again.
Yep. But that'll be, I think the next part, so. Actually, the part after that. Which will be a nice change. Also, you can't read signs without your flashlight off, so. Without your flashlight. Even though those are clearly illuminated.
Why are there illuminated letters in a sewer?
You know, in case you need to find the exit. Do you know how many people go into the sewers in Tokyo? I have no idea, okay?
No, I don't. Is it a common thing for kids to fight ghosts in the sewers?
Funny you should say that. Some of the memory items are of kids visiting this place that we are currently at.
Why? Is it a gang hideout or something?
No, just some, like, a brother and his little brother, pretty much. Also, this is probably the best decision I've ever had, is walking directly into a very small area with ghost pigeons. And I have no health items.
This is about to go exactly as well as we think it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Problem is, there's no way I have to go back through that. I can't take another path. So, hopefully I survive this. But there are no more enemies on the rest of this path. But I do speed the path up since there are no more enemies. And at the end here we have another memory item, which is one of the books in the series, but...
Uh-oh. There's a whole mess of trouble here. Just stay focused and get through it.
That's what I was trying to do, but then I lost a whole bunch of health, okay, Sai? Say something new, damn it. So let's see if I can get through this.
3, 2, 1...
I'm a scaredy cat.
I was counting down for a game over screen.
Oh, maybe it'll happen. Okay, where is their flight limit? There we go. I'm hopefully they'll spawn in a place where I can just kind of get over them, but nope, they're directly in the path. There's one, got one down, that one almost got me right there, but then it despawned. Come on. This flashlight is really shit, by the way. The original flashlight is technically better at showing enemies, but this one shows secret messages. Alright. This is the best way to play the game, by the way.
As opposed to just power leveling and then yelling "fuck the police."
You don't need a power level, really, but, you just gotta not be stupid and not carry any health items, especially in a very hard area like this. And by hard, I mean bullshit, but...
Narrow corridors and flight enemies.
That was really close. And it looks like I survived.
Oh, that's hard if one just spawned right behind you and got you in the back of the head.
I should have used the save point here. I mean, there was one right in front of me when I got up the ladder, but nope.
Wow, very
I had to be a daredevil. And of course, more yen. But there is another side over here, and, well...
More birds. Huh, no more birds. Oh, there they are.
And a cracked floor. Fuck you, game. I hate this area so much.
Oh, sewer levels, will you ever not be horrendous and awful?
This
The answer is no.
This
You
is
will
the water.
always be awful.
Yep, this is the water level of Fragile Dreams. It's not a Nintendo game, but you gotta keep the tradition of always having shitty fucking water things. And I'll speed up the cracked floor because this is what we came over here for. A mystery item.
Hey, is this?
And it's a... Not that. That's this, yes.
And now this is truly a JRPG.
The problem is, this thing has pretty shitty reach.
I was going to say the problem is it would have shit for durability, but...
It does. But look at the length of this thing. He's in here somewhere. Who?
Then again, I guess katanas would be better against ghosts than they would people who have bones and everything.
I guess. I mean, it cuts through flesh pretty well. I'm pretty good at bleeding. I don't know, if you swing it hard enough, you can probably cut through a bone, right?
Yeah, but the problem is, you know why a katana has a curved blade? Because the grade of metal in Japan is so shitty that it's actually just layers of metal, and that's just kind of bent oddly.
Oh. Yeah, if you read the description on this, does say it's pretty fragile. This thing is a very small katana, too. I don't know. Looks more like a ninjato, to be honest. But
Katanas are fragile things, much like our
What's with this
dreams.
place? It smells
I'll go
funny.
back in the corner now.
you might want to go in the holes.
There's a whole different breed of enemy hiding around here.
No, Gigapede!
How?
I thought I already killed you in Devil May Cry 3.
Can you guess what the boss is?
We've dealt with hazy, shadowy ghosts so far, but this guy's here in the flesh with a taste for meat.
Did I just completely nail it?
No.
It'll strike from the walls and the ceiling. Keep your ears open so you can anticipate its attacks.
If it is a giant worm centipede thing,
Look at that health bar. Nope. It's a mole.
okay. That makes me feel better, because if I guessed that, I would have to kill something.
It's actually, I guess the actual name of it is the carrion mole. So I guess it's dead? It's a non-dead mole. Is what I'm guessing. You're supposed to sense the direction he comes with the Wii remote speaker, but I don't play with that on. So I kind of just have to guess. By the way, I really like this boss name, but it only plays twice in the game. For the tree spirit, which we beat really easily. And this is about over. All he has is a swiping attack, and that's it. Or wait, oh yeah, I leveled up. That means it's dead.
It's one long mole, though.
I don't know how it got that big.
Phew. I think we're okay now.
Quick Seto, what's it taste like?
Well, when did you become Mr. Tough Guy?
He's not Snake.
I guess all that practice is paying off.
Don't get too full of yourself.
And by practice, I mean killing jellyfish.
Now
Yes, I was
let's go
gonna
find
make
girl.
that joke. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't get back the way you came, so hopefully you didn't miss anything. And by that I mean nothing, because there is nothing. Oh, that book, I guess. But you can get back to that area if you need to. Later.
And according to you, we will need to.
Yep. So, a very long ladder again. Do you know
Damn,
what this
we already
means?
used our snake eater joke.
Why not
Am I starting
take
to
a
talk
rest,
to
though,
myself?
after that very hard boss battle? And let's play with the hammer again. Because
This is the best idea.
I'm a fucking moron, and this is probably the worst decision I've made in the playing of this game, is to bring this hammer with me for this next part. So watch me get raped, okay? Sounds good.
Oh, I guess to some people they'd be into that.
I wasn't meaning literally, but okay. Quite a nice sunset, even if the world has ended. Kind of. Oika Wadani Tunnel. This is not a real place at all, so...
How dare they? I demand real places in my video games with ghost jellyfish.
The only real places that they've mentioned so far are, the Azubudai...
The general areas of Japan, basically.
Yeah, the Azubudai, area in Tokyo. And Tokyo Tower, which is a place. Real place, by the way.
Yes, Seto. It is the sun. It exists.
Wow. What kind of place is this?
Are you kidding
Hoover
me
Dam.
or what? You don't know? That thing's called a dam.
Welcome to
Damn.
Satan's Asshole version 2.0.
So humongous. Oh, wow.
This is where the next part will take place, for most part.
Yep, it's one of the larger structures built by man. It harnesses the force of water.
Then the
to turn
courier and the
giant
NCR had to fight off the
turbines,
Legion
and that generates electricity.
to defend it.
Turbines? Electricity? I don't really get it, but it's still pretty amazing.
Well, I guess so.
Seto, you don't know what electricity
what strikes
is?
me is that it's still operational.
I mean, I know you're sheltered,
That's
but...
amazing. What?
Maybe
What
the
are you grinning
TV was
about?
broken because his old
Nothing.
man was...
I was just thinking how
Amish?
happy I am to share the site with somebody.
I got nothing.
Before, I'd always been alone in my discoveries.
She's dead, though.
The lights turned on.
Hey, if Shinji can jerk off over the body of a
Maybe
comatose
there's
girl...
somebody up ahead.
Maybe.
Wait,
Although, in my opinion, I
What?
think we should go back where we came from.
no.
Yeah, that happened.
No, it didn't.
Apparently in the movie version it did. They just really buffed up the bloom on that scene so that nobody would see it. Man, the people watching the cut version of this video are probably just really confused about what we're talking about now.
I'll be cutting it out and replacing it with the stuff that... other stuff, probably. But anyway, here's why the hammer is a completely ineffectual weapon for this area. It also...
And...
Yeah,
New flying
and-
enemy.
not new, but let's just say a lot of crows die in this episode. But the mallet is a bad weapon to use against crows because it's so fucking slow to swing. Plus it has low reach. So they can get a lot of free hits on me. Especially with their dive bomb attack, that kind of gliding thing. I hate crows. Plus it's complete overkill now with using the overhand strike. By the way, the first hammer, this mallet you get, is the first of the heavyweight weapons. It's actually not that good of a weapon, since it is the first one. But later on we'll actually get a pretty nice one. Oh, and of course more crows.
You know, I made a joke about Fallout New Vegas, but there were crows in that game. It's just that they didn't actively try to kill you, but you could kill them. So I guess this is revenge?
Nope. I don't accept that as revenge. Seto never did anything to fuck with nobody.
That's true. He couldn't have played New Vegas because he doesn't know what a TV is. Probably doesn't even know what a video game is.
It's you again.
Please help me.
And he runs straight into the door. Or not.
Help me.
What's that?
He knows what a
What are you
door
saying?
is.
I can't hear
Are you
you.
sure?
Yes. It might open.
Try the doorknob.
Wait. How
And
is she
then the
going
door
down?
opens.
That'd be kind of funny because he's leaning on it right now. He'd probably fall in.
It won't open.
And that was the joke. Thank
We
you
have
for
to climb
explaining it.
down.
Oh,
You can't be serious.
I'm bad
Don't
at
tell me
comedy,
you're thinking of
sorry.
taking the ladders down.
But she's in trouble, and she's waiting for me down there.
Quiet already. Who am I kidding? Once you've made up your mind about something, there's no swaying you.
What? Swing?
Mr. Monkey D. Luffy.
You don't have to know the lingo. In any case, the walkways might be really flimsy, so be extra careful, will you?
Yeah, I will.
You'll be the second death of me, I swear.
laugh crack. Alright, it's time
What
for
is with
the...
her hats? Like, have you noticed that her hat has a little tip on it that's just kind of off to the side?
I don't know, it kind of looks like a potato bag and she tied the end of it or something, I don't know.
Given her sense of fashion,
Oh, man.
Hopefully she was saying something here, but...
The lower walls
there we go.
are almost completely rotted away and anything but sturdy. It's a long way down.
oh boy, please tell me it's a long section full of floors that you can fall through if you walk slow, if you don't walk anything but slowly.
Ding ding ding.
The best game.
Also got a new weapon here.
This is so soothing.
Actually the best in its class.
Is this?
Also the katana is the best green weapon, and the crossbow is the best blue weapon, ranged weapon. But I switched to a golf club here instead of the mallet because, well, you probably know why.
Does it have something to do with avians?
Yes,
The avian species.
yes. And they were also at the top of the dam just like 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. Lots of them.
Since when was time relevant?
Good point. Everybody's dead. Who cares about time? I do speed up these ladder sequences because I think if you added up all the times, it would be longer than the ladder sequence from earlier. But they're not connected.
Did the video just repeat?
Nope. There's this many. On this one side. And then we have to go back and forth. Down.
And
a bit.
wow, that is an awful drawing.
Yep.
Check
That's-
out these gardens.
So we went down 2 ladders and then this one's broken. So we gotta go to the other side, cross over to the other side on this walkway here. And the only reason to go down there is to see that drawing of a Machamp. It wasn't a Machamp, but it kinda looked like it.
Maybe Machop if somebody found a way to inject steroids into only one muscle.
Yeah. Alright, time for walkway with birds. That's great.
On the bright side, you could use the birds in order to project yourself forwards.
Only across the cracked ones, not across the very cracked ones.
If you get hit on the very cracked ones, do you just fall down?
Yes. On
And let me
this,
guess, they spawn birds right on top of them anyway.
yes. Also, there will be a section like that directly below us, actually.
It's like this game was just made to annoy people.
Yeah, after the... actually, the hotel was made to annoy you because you always had to get those things for Chio, but... And then in the Funland Park, you had to...
Catch Crow.
Yeah.
You also had to play hide and seek with a little ghost girl. What I'm saying is, as a game, it's not very good.
It has problems. Yeah, if we go up this ladder, then we can find more ladder.
Every time I see this, it's just a sped up version of Snake Eater playing in my head.
And another drawing. I have no idea what the fuck that is. But that was a memory item. There's actually 4 of them on this part of this part. So. And this becomes inaccessible after you complete this, so you have to get them now. You can't go back. Not that you would want to. I do like the memory items, but you don't want to go back through this area again, I swear. Let's see what the crossbow does.
Does it kill things from a distance?
Yes, it's a ranged weapon.
I am a
Seto kind of holds it pretty sweet, I will admit. It also does around 200 damage each hit. So it's
I like
pretty
how
powerful.
I like how he has a magic hand that just instantly reloads these things before we can even see his hand move.
Yeah. He's really good.
I don't even know where he's holding all those arrows and bolts, but he just is.
Yeah. And there's a save point right next to enemies. Isn't that just great?
I'm getting sleepy.
But if you're getting low on health
Wow,
or
very
needed to
cool.
replace a broken weapon or something. Fair enough. I switched to pole because this is actually pretty good at killing these things. Oh, and remember that part I just mentioned around 2 minutes ago? Yeah, this is a very cracked floor. And they put birds here. In other words, game developers fucking despise you.
But again, this is Namco Bandai, and they hate everyone.
Yep. Also level 26.
Hooray!
I think like 2 more attack power plus 5 more health, I think? Something like that.
I don't know about you, but I really hate just holding the control stick. Like, I've always just hated sections like this just because it really bugs me holding the control stick anything but all the way forward.
Yeah.
And I swear in most games, they try to make it so that if you're holding it anything but 1/3 of the way, then it counts as running. Which is even worse, honestly.
That's... There's like 3 speeds of walking in this game. There's this one where it's very slow and it's the only way you can get across very cracked floors. Then there's the one that's kind of just taking a slow, leisurely pace. Normal walking. Which you can use to get across regular cracked floors, and then there's the full-on running.
Why is it still playing the battle music?
Actually, it's not running, I should say. Oh, it's because...
It's more like a light jog.
Yeah. And a light jog captured Crow. The very agile...
Thief,
bird man.
pirate man.
Yeah. Yeah. Another mystery item. I think that's the memory item of, fuck. I think it's the glittering stone or something. But we'll see all those in the part 0.5 of this part.
Because I will ruin many things, but the mystery item sections are not one of them.
Well, plus they're all voice acted anyways, so don't really need to commentate over it. Doesn't have any actual gameplay in it. And it's not that relevant to the plot, other than, you know, people's last memories. And more birds, but thankfully no more cracked floors. And this is the final walkway. We still got some ladders, but that's it. And
Do we
we're
have
done.
chutes to go along with those ladders?
No, I'm afraid this is not a kid's game. Even though it seems like it at times. Mainly because the difficulty curve is pretty easy, at least when it comes to bosses. Honestly, I wish the bosses were harder in this game.
Or basically the only other thing is just enemies. Really, the only thing that's a threat in this game is just multiple enemies.
Especially in bullshit placements. And over here we can see secret drawing. Actually, not a drawing at all. A message. Yep.
It's like this game is trying to make me hungry.
I could use some donuts too. But let's head inside the
According to
dam.
Hollywood, that automatically makes us good cops.
Yeah, let's head inside the dam and see what we find in there.
It's so noisy in there. I wonder what's inside.
What's up ahead is like nothing
Maybe
we've
the
encountered
electronics
in
that
one
were
long
explained to you.
time.
I can't. She's waiting for me in there.
But this part is really dangerous. Listen to me for once.
She's in there. I have to go.
Fine. Man, you're so stubborn. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay.
Oh, now you're all cooperative.
Yes, I know what the objective is.
I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what it was telling us to do.
It's not like it was the same objective for the last 500 parts. 5 parts or so.
Look how shiny and sparkly this one is. What do you think of it, Princess? Princess, I found this on a beach far to the north. The ocean sparkled just like this stone. See how
That's the
lovely?
merchant, isn't it?
Pink and precious. Please
That
wake up,
merchant guy.
Princess.
He isn't human, is he?
Nailed it.
Princess, look at this! If you peer into this blue vial, you'll get a sparkly treat for your eyes. Please smile for me like you used to, Princess.
He's talking to a dead
Looks like
baby, isn't
that
he?
girl in the crib has been dead for a long time.
Nailed it. Why are you not watching the cut version? You can call all this all by yourselves.
Who's there? Did you receive permission to enter the princess's room?
I didn't. I'm so sorry. I was just...
Get out this instant! You are in the princess's room! This place is not open to the likes of you! Get out!
The guy's not listening to you. Let's get out of here. while we
Alright,
can.
Gaspard, I'll get out of
Begone, you
here.
vermin! Get out and never come back!
That's Teddy's voice actor.
Nope. Gaspard's voice actor, though.
It's the same voice actor.
No, it isn't.
It isn't?
Nope.
Odd, because I remember them sounding exactly alike.
I was wrong.
Huh.
A little cracked in the stamp.
So basically,
Oh, no,
Gaspard does a very good Teddy impersonation.
I guess
Very,
so.
very good.
Unless he was credited incorrectly on Wikipedia, but I trust Wikipedia.
Why would you not trust Wikipedia?
I don't know. Pretty good source. Pretty well moderated nowadays. But the merchant's angry at us, so he won't be selling us anything for a while.
Imagine if you didn't know this when first going through this game, and you weren't conserving your healing items and all that.
Yeah, I switched back to the mallet, which is another dumb decision.
Dude, stop being dumb. It's a terrible
Yeah, but-
idea.
I might as well fuck up in one part.
Just to show that it's possible to do in this game.
It's called not being prepared.
Or
So
just using the mallet, evidently.
Yeah, these are the final. This is the final version of the Kaku Renbo ghost.
We were just like, what is he doing with that mallet? And then they stopped caring because they've kicked you in the balls.
Yeah. Another problem with the mallet is after you swing it, there's quite a lot of time for them to actually like get a hit in on you if you miss. And with the range on this thing, you're always coming up a bit short if you try to swing it.
So what you're saying is that mallet was made for smashing barrels that are rolling towards you and nothing else.
Pretty much. It works once you get the hang of it, but the timing is just a bit off.
You should see the hammer and Monster Hunter.
It works a lot better when you have a different flashlight, but this special flashlight is all we have for right now. So. Could switch back to the normal one, but...
What, did Seto eat the other one?
No, it's just in his bag. But this one you gotta read the special messages. So we are in the dam, and these are turbines, in case you didn't know how dams worked. We're walking on top of spinning blades.
You know, I just realized, is this... Actually, it looks like there's a grate on top of it. But I think this is the first time we've seen working electronics in this game.
What about that robot?
Okay, besides the robots and the flashlight. Working standalone electronics.
Yeah, I guess.
Stationary things.
Well, the Sai even said that the dam was still operational, and I don't think a dam works without the turbines working, but I might be wrong on that. At least once for that generate power is what I'm getting at. I heard a Kaku Renbo boy, but... Oh, there he is. Come on, show up in my flash. There we go. Really sucks when your vision is impaired, too.
Like how their death animation is just walking away like, oh, okay, and they teleport.
Yeah. There's actually quite a lot of them around in this area, so I do try to kill some of them, but something happens, so yeah.
That happens. That must definitely happen.
That is exactly what happens. I get my ass kicked.
Let me guess, you only brought one healing item.
I didn't bring any. Now that we're on the merchant, though, and we have nothing else to talk about other than me getting my ass kicked, or my balls kicked, either way, I don't know. Maybe they're kicking me in the red container on my front, I don't know. That would still hurt if they did that. The merchant's voice actor is also, he did Gaspard, and he also did, for other famous, I guess Gaspard wouldn't be a famous example, but his famous example would be, Kakashi from Naruto.
I'm sorry, that's just too funny.
So just imagine Kakashi from Naruto with a giant chicken head mask on, and who's actually a robot underneath that. So
to be
wait.
fair, with the level of personality of the characters in Naruto, they might as well have been robots.
Yeah, so this also changes the equation from last episode, where we talked about whether people were alive or dead. If we don't count the merchant as alive, that's 6 out of 8 people that are either dead or robots. The 2 alive people being Crow and the white-haired girl, presumably. I mean, we just saw her, so yeah, I guess we could kind of assume that.
As much as I like to imagine that just meeting Seto automatically gave him the bad luck to get eaten by a jellyfish, he's probably alive.
I only have 10 health left. Let's stop fighting these guys. If you go up here, they despawn. It's safe up here. There is a memory item there. But as soon as you go back down, they respawn. Thankfully, they're actually pretty easy to dodge enemies.
The problem is actually hitting them.
Yeah. They actually can get you if they teleport right in front of you and kick you real quick, which they can do. And we get a free longbow, which is, hey, I'm all for free weapons that are actually pretty good. Not a crossbow, but longbow. Pretty nice. Nothing else on those turbines, so let's just get this over with. Too bad I'm starting a fire.
I'll sit down.
Seto, how did you set the whole dam on fire?
Wow, very
Doesn't make
cool.
sense.
Oh, and the puzzle. What's this? Well, we just did get a longbow.
It's like the game is telling you, this is what you do, you idiot.
Yep. Well, it's not like we could buy one from the merchant, so I guess if we broke all our range weapons... Also, why the fuck isn't this working?
Because the best hit detection.
Sai, get out of my way and stop blocking my shots.
What'd she block them with?
She's not blocking my shots. It's... I don't know. But apparently if you just get back far enough, it works.
So basically the programmers clearly spent as much time on this game as Bethesda's programmers do with theirs.
Meaning very little?
I must apologize for my previous behavior.
It's okay. I just got a little scared.
Such rude behavior is inexcusable. I was under the impression at the time that you intended to harm the princess. As a sign of my most earnest regret and sincere apologies, please accept this.
I don't need a wooden sword now.
It's a little chick plushie.
It's got your face.
Wonderful observation. The princess adored this little doll. And it was handcrafted by yours truly.
Thank you very much.
So,
As you have
why is the
undoubtedly
butler robot
witnessed,
voice
I have
acted
been in the service of
by
the
the fat
princess
pink
for
wuss
many
ninja
years now.
person?
One day, she suddenly failed to wake up.
He actually has a pretty good
Since then,
range, surprisingly,
I've
if you can do
collected rarities
that.
from across the land in hopes of rousing her.
This is true.
When she wakes from her slumber, she can smile at me again.
I didn't
she
notice
always
that they were
used
the
to.
same until I looked it up.
Your princess.
I wouldn't have
That
guessed.
little girl is...
I mean, we usually...
Ah, yes, the princess
You can
is
usually tell
smiled,
Johnny
like a
Young
rose
Bosch
blossoming in
is Johnny
spring.
Young Bosch,
Such a
or
lovely
Steve
sight.
Bloom, or, you know,
Yeah,
Yuri
but
Lowenthal.
she's...
You don't have to say it.
I think Yuri Lowenthal sounded at least a little different
So,
than...
if you stumble
Tales
across
of the
any
Abyss.
rare or beautiful
Like, he
items,
voice acted
please
Luke, right?
consider a
Yeah.
trade with me. Best
Yeah, I actually
regards
didn't
until we
notice
meet
that.
again.
Yeah, Johnny Bosch was
And with
Guy.
that, take care.
Yeah.
And the merchant will now sell us stuff again. And sometimes the best thing to do
But that little girl is...
is just to leave
I
things how
know.
they are.
But sometimes not telling the truth is the best thing you can do.
Maybe.
You know, I think even a robot would kind of notice the decay.
Is something only humans perceive after all.
Nope.
Must be a very poorly programmed robot.
I don't know how to respond to that. But some drawings on the wall. I don't know who drew those. It doesn't look like the little girls because that actually looks, I don't know, decent. But the white-haired girl is what white-haired girl. We don't know her name yet still.
So,
If we look in the manual, we know her name, but I'd prefer that, keep that under wraps. Not spoil the name. Nobody reads the manuals anyway, you're not supposed to.
her name is actually already dead.
Nope.
So, I was gonna ask this. Why is there that little, what's it called? A room for a very small child in a dam right next to the very loud turbines?
It's not a room for a child, but
But I mean, why is there a child there? Why was there a child there at the time where...
I'm guessing the merchant probably brought the kid there during the destruction, but we don't know what caused the destruction yet, so I'm not going to spoil on that. But it makes sense after we learn what the destruction was, cataclysm or whatever. Also, we got the new flashlight there. It was just sitting there in the middle. I wonder who left it there.
I can see things.
Yeah, it's a high beam flashlight. It slows down some ghosts, and can't read messages. The messages left behind, but fuck that. The green light sucks balls, so we'll be using this one from now on. And it crashed. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Looks like a train? Or like a tram, or...
Yeah, it looks like there's tracks on it for the ceiling. I'm not sure what that would be called, though.
I guess it's a tram?
It might be. Oh, more ghost birds. They actually show up very quickly, though, because of this new flashlight, which is nice. I don't believe they're slowed down by this flashlight, but being able to see them is a huge boon. But yeah, I wonder who left this flashlight behind. Who left it there just sitting there in the middle of this tramway or whatever this is.
Actually, while we're on the subject of why, what was with the way Crow was speaking? Like, you're human after all. I don't know if I brought this up yet. It's just such a weird and idiotic way to talk.
Well, he did learn quite a bit from the pirate book. But, too bad Seto can't sneak past that and get that item right there. But it looks like there's a save point over there, so I guess we're kind of being bottlenecked into going into this place a little bit.
It's like there's a shiny thing over there. You have to explore.
But you gotta go around first. Hopefully we don't find anything... What the hell is that?
It looks like... I got nothing.
Well, at least there are no more crows in here. Tired of crows.
You know what would really suck? A boss that was a ghost, so you can only see it with a flashlight, and it's also flying, so you can't hit it with melee weapons.
Yeah.
Also not something I'd put past this game. Alyssa! Wait, no.
Crow? Crow!
Nice job recognizing me.
It's not like your outfit makes you stand out or anything.
My battery's about to run out any second now. I know, pretty lame, right? Seriously.
I like how I brought that up at just the right
I can't
time.
even really see anything anymore.
I am a wizard.
You're a...
You hit the
You
nail
didn't
on
read
the
ahead,
head.
did you?
No, I
You ain't
didn't.
looking at a human.
I was just like,
I guess
More
you...
like these discarded dolls around me.
timing!
Nothing about me is human.
Maybe, but you're still my best friend in the world.
You listening? I'm not even alive.
You're my friend.
But I'm not human.
You're my friend, damn it!
Okay. I'm your friend. Come on, don't cry now.
Okay.
It's sort of funny. I'm almost jealous that you're able to cry. But really, it's enough already. Oh yeah. That skull ring I gave you. You still carrying it around?
Yeah. I keep it in my locket.
That's good. That ring is proof of our friendship. Our friendship.
You know, you're the first real friend I ever had.
You're forgetting about PF.
You are my
was
number
gonna say.
one friend. My best friend. My best friend. My best friend. My best friend. Thank you for everything, Seto.
Dead and a robot. Does that count?
Might as well.
Come on, he shut down.
You're wrong. He died.
Seto does bring up a good point there.
I hurt, I tire, and I collapse. When
He's
I
very
stand in
human-like
the
for a
darkness,
robot.
Maybe he's one of
I
those
find
robots from the
myself
Alien
somehow
series.
entranced by it.
He read books, and that's how he learned how to act
I
human.
hear laughter. Fearless, mean, and yet kind. It calls to me. The days we spent together are long gone, drifting away like clouds in the breeze, even though memories are often fleeting. All I need to do is close my eyes, and your face appears. Clear and forever young.
So Crow is a snatcher all along.
I was gonna make a joke about sunscreen at some point in there.
Yeah, well, that's a shame. We lost another friend. It's like Seto just... Everybody he runs across dies.
It's more like everybody he likes dies or is already dead.
Yeah. Well, we still have our ghost companion, so I guess we aren't totally alone. Still would be nice to have a physical friend, though. Well, maybe something will happen next episode with that.
Or maybe it won't.
It probably won't, since another person's probably going to die. Maybe, maybe not.